Everyone has a story. Mine, well, it's pretty messed up. In case you don't know who I am, or forgot, I'm Enforcer. Former Enforcer of the Imagined Order. They betrayed me, so currently I'm the patron of the Seven, and current assistant of Carbide. It's a long story. I've lost people I cared about. Vulture!
I'm your biggest regret.
I've been betrayed.
You played your part. Now I have to play mine. I won't bring you home. Over and out.
I've, been killed.
Well, I couldn't get to Jones. At least I got you.
Well, then I was brought back. Okay, let's see, I almost saved the island.
Your plans end here.
I then fought my killer. And eventually I forgave my killer.
We don't have to kill each other, Enforcer.
I saved the island again. And again.
Jones, give me the rift gun. Alright. I'm your biggest regret.
You know, turns out being ripped across the Omniverse really sucks. And I would have been lost out there forever. Carbide saved me. I owe him more than you'll ever know. So yeah, like I said, pretty messed up.
Dude,
What?
I was expecting maybe a funny story about a bad haircut or maybe a silly mess up on a mission.
You asked.
No, I asked who you were. You just unloaded enough trauma to unshatter the Shattered Coast.
You asked.
Yeah, I didn't know I was gonna interview with some cool traumatic action hero. Hold on. This all happened within a 3-year time span?
Correct.
And that's the short version.
Pretty much.
Wow. I don't know whether to thank you for saving reality or recommend a therapist.
That's usually how these conversations go.
Honestly, I'd like to thank the anonymous subscriber that recommended this interview.
They owe you an apology.
Well, for what it's worth, we're glad you're still here.
Yeah. Could be worse.
John Jones. I lost contact with him after I sent him back to reset the Big Bang. Come all this way for him and he's in a coma. Classic Jones.
He talked about you.
Did he?
More than you'd think. He told me what happened with the Order. What happened between you two. He said you were blinded by it. That somewhere along the way you forgot what you were fighting for. He also said you were good and bad dangerous.
Sounds about right.
But he never stopped believing you could do better. The 0 point is destabilized. The 7 are restless, and we're facing unimaginable odds. Jones said nobody knows the 0 point like you.
He's not wrong. You need me.
We do. Very much.
Then let's not waste any more time.
to match my prowess, flawless. Why they always sticking up their noses? It's just haters, just an unofficial masturbation. Stick around, I'm glad you've been so patient. Fake it. None of y'all can hold us now. None of y'all can hold us now. That's what going. Yeah, we bring it back to the art. This here's real life, there's no match to put on, but here's a piece of the message, let's get back to the song.
You know, selling Sprites is one thing, but going on a run? Now that is thrilling. The chase, the danger, the possibility of catastrophic financial loss. It's exhilarating.
Pretty sure people just call that danger, boss.
And those people aren't entrepreneurs. Seriously though, excellent work out there. I mean, investing in the Queen was certainly a great financial decision.
You're laying it on a little thick, boss.
Nonsense. Compliments are an investment themselves. And you? What do they call you again? Ah, yes. The Baba Yaga. You certainly earned that title. Sheesh. Expect your payments soon. Generous payments. Today's haul was worth every bar.
Understood.
Well, you know how to reach me.
Ah, what a beautiful day. Business is booming.
Voyager. The operation was successful. The sprites, as requested, have been extracted and secured.
No interference from the Seven. No interference from those runners.
Excellent.
Our stores and influence continue to grow. The people are beginning to see the value of your work.
They see what the others refuse to. The island is dying. The 0 point grows weaker every day, yet the 7 insists everything can be restored to what it once was. It cannot.
Then what shall we do next?
The two of you will continue searching for the strongest sprites on the island. Find them. Bring them to me.
And what of those sprites, Voyager?
Every sprite we gather brings us one step closer. One step closer to a better future. For too long, this island has endured the ignorance of the 7. Soon, that cycle will end.
What are your orders?
Continue the extractions. Continue recruiting. And rid this island of any traitors who stand in our way. The Master will be pleased with our progress. His perfect order will be realized.
Singularity. You arrived safely after all.
I was on my way to help with your little showdown when my mech was sabotaged. Not sure what or who caused it. Got something you want to say?
Only that I was unsure about inviting a former member of the Imagined Order to assist us. I'd hate for your loyalties to be split.
Trust me, I carry no love and no loyalty for the Imagined Order. They buried themselves in their Genos hubris. I've moved on.
I hope that your loyalty to us will be stronger than it was to them.
Trust me, it will. I left that faulty order behind a long time ago. Genos spent his time acting divine rather than keeping the 0 point under control. We convinced ourselves we were protecting it. In the end, we nearly destroyed it.
Damn, that is nice to know that you're finally admitting it.
Nice of you to join us.
Shit, what happened to you? Look like a chimera shot you with all its plasma cannon.
Still holding a grudge, I see.
Depends. I mean, are we talking about the time you left me behind? Maybe the time you killed me? Oh, and our little rematch? There's a lot of factors to go into play here.
For the record, I apologized.
And for the record, I accepted. Doesn't mean I'm gonna stop bringing it up, though.
Fair enough.
Now that we're all finished, can we discuss the fate of reality? The sprites must be contained. Every day, more are extracted from the wild. Every day, more fall into the hands of smugglers, mercenaries, and opportunists. Everyone in this room already knows the kind of power they possess.
More than most.
Then, you understand my concern.
Cluster is turning them into some monopoly. And from what we're seeing, Voyager's minions are collecting them as well.
Additionally, every sprite removed from the island places additional strain on the 0 point. From everything I've gathered, sprites seem to play a bigger role in maintaining the 0 point than we thought.
Maybe we should talk to Cluster. I've spoken with him before. He's greedy, sure, but he's predictable. If obtaining sprites is the goal, we can simply buy them.
It would certainly be faster than chasing runners across the island.
Might I ask, what happens when he raises the price?
Then we can negotiate.
And what happens when another buyer offers more? Cluster's loyalty is to profit. Nothing else.
True.
We don't need lacking transactions. We need information. We know what Cluster and Voyager are doing with the sprites. What we don't know is where they're ending up.
So, we follow the supply chain.
Precisely. We need someone on the inside. Someone among the runners. Someone the island already trusts. Enforcer.
What? No. Maybe Carbide want a shot at that. Wherever he is.
You agreed to appear on Heatwave Radio.
It was one interview.
Wait, that was you?
When did you ever become the chatty type?
Wait, it wasn't like that.
Last I remember, you were the silent, edgy type. Since when did you start doing podcasts?
It's actually a radio show. Hold on. Why is everyone so pent up on this?
Because it proves my point. The island trusts you. The runners will too. The opportunity is there. We need somebody with a reputation on the inside. And right now, nobody's reputation is stronger than yours.
Son of a...
Unless you're bringing me a contract, you're interrupting my evening.
Well then, I suppose I'm interrupting your evening.
Depends. Who's asking?
I mean, I don't want to brag or anything, but, I was on Heatwave Radio. I'm Enforcer.
So the island's famoso is real after all. Sit.
Okay.
Nobody comes looking for me unless they want something. So, What does the Enforcer want?
I want to become a runner.
Oh, you're serious?
Dead serious.
That's adorable. Sprite running isn't some hobby. It's dangerous. People get hurt. People disappear. But if you got the stomach for it, the rewards are worth it. No shame if you don't.
I ain't worried about that.
No?
No.
Confident. I like that. The thing is, everybody knows who you are. The guy on the heatwave radio, the guy who saves reality. So why become a runner?
I want in. And I mean, if the benefits are worth it, I'm missing out.
That's it? No dramatic speech? Very well. I'll arrange a meeting.
Just like that.
Don't sound so surprised. The Queen recognizes ambition when she sees it. Besides, watching the city's favorite famoso try to survive runner life sounds entertaining.
I'm glad I could provide.
Oh, don't worry. You will. Now come on. Let's see what the boss thinks of you.
Wait, I thought Carbide was a movie character.
He's from alternate reality.
Oh,